NXT Arena exclusively on the WWE Network. We welcome you to NXT.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Enzo Amore. Weighing 252 pounds, Colin Cassady.
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide star, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Big Cass. And he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Bada boom! Realest guys in the room!
How you doing? A few things are about to happen. Pepe Le Pew is gonna walk out here.
I don't.
He's gonna get this.
I don't.
He's gonna get disrespected.
I don't.
He's gonna get disfigured.
I don't.
And then he's gonna get dismissed.
How you doing?
How you doing? Come here. Because there's only one word to describe the Legionnaires. Do we have to spell it out for you?
S-A-W-F-T.
Enzo Amore and Big Cass are back in action.
Oh, they better not underestimate the Legionnaires.
Now that you're done putting everybody to sleep with your bowling lines, why don't you people take a good look at true French elite? Marcus Louie et Sylvester Lefort, and together we are les Légionnaires. Sylvester Lefort. Now, everybody knows that here in NXT, we have no match. Especially not these two jokes in the ring coming from the sea of humans. T'es sûr? Bien sûr. Especially not these two jokes from that sea of human garbage you call New Jersey. Vive les légionnaires et vive la France!
How eloquently put.
Yes. What about Marcus Louis? He'd scare a police horse in, wouldn't he? Look at his face. Unbelievable.
Hey, I love this music, man. I love it's like twitching music.
I'm all excited. Enzo's back. The over-caffeinated ferret. Wonderful.
So we're ready for singles competition here. Colin Cassady going to go one-on-one with Sylvester Lefort to get things started here tonight.
Now, this is not, I'm not saying this, but my grandfather would say it was quite appropriate that Marcus Louis was wearing a white shirt. It's their battle flag, you know, the French. It's a white cross on a white background.
Oh, man. Ooh. Oh, here you go, Sylvester. The Legionnaires, whoa, and Enzo and Cass all vying for positions within the NXT Tag Team division. However, singles competition here tonight. A little bit of a size disadvantage, wouldn't you say? Hold on! Oh, East River crossing from Big Cass. Guys, he can finish it right here.
Now, the Legionnaires.
Watch out! The Empire Elbow from Big Cass, the cover on Sylvester Lefort, and Cass picks up the win.
Here is your winner, Colin Cassady.
So much for the Legionnaires tonight.
Well, I was going to start telling you all about the Legionnaires and how good they are. And Big Cass, then again, though, let's look at Big Cass, 7 foot tall.
Let's take a look back at this match here. Colin Cassady looked fantastic, hitting the East River crossing right off the bat.
I'll tell you what, I guess they got Legionnaire's disease right now, courtesy of the
Empire elbow. 7 feet up, 7 feet down. Big Cass cleans house, taking out Sylvester LaFour. All the tag teams here in WWE trying to make their mark, trying to challenge the Ascension at some point. Perhaps this is the message from Enzo and Cass to the rest of the NXT tag team division.
Adrian, first off, congratulations on your win last week against RVD. Tell us, what does the immediate future hold for the NXT champion?
Well, thank you, Devin. You know, I've been a fan of Rob Van Dam for a long time, and the fact that he came to NXT to face me, well, it was an honor. And the fact that I beat him, that was so...
Are we still talking about this? Look, everyone was impressed with your match with RVD, okay? Even me. Not because you beat him, because you were actually able to stay focused on him when the gorgeous one was only 20 feet away. It must be killing you. It must be killing you not knowing when I'm going to cash in my #1 contender shot and take your NXT title. Almost as much as your little uggo face is killing me.
You see, Breeze, it's not killing me. I'm fine. In fact, I'm very confident. And I mean, if you want to go, we can do it tonight. Oh, really? Me and you one-on-one. I'll even put the NXT Championship on the line. So what do you say, huh? Oh. Ball's in your court, mate.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah?
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 But I suffered a career-threatening injury in a tragic hand modeling accident. So lucky for you, Neville, you get to live another day.
Well, two similar superstars who are searching for that one big win that could change their career tonight. Sami Zayn goes one-on-one with Justin Gabriel.
And when we return, Divas tag team action as the remnants of the BFFs team up. The NXT Women's Champion Charlotte and Sasha Banks look to put the drama behind them. That match is next on NXT.
I'm one of those people that just never really cared about being cheered or booed. If they cheered me, it motivated me. If they booed me, it motivated me more. I left because I needed to achieve some things on my own. I was wondering how many people would actually remember me.
Batista's back!
A lot of guys, internet and stuff, they take cheap shots at me and stuff, but they'll never be more critical of me than I am of me. To tell you the truth, I wish the crowd would have been a little more supportive. A lot of times people, they just slap a label on me if they've just seen me on TV and they don't know my true personality, because who I am on TV is not even close to who I am, like behind the scenes. This is where my journey has brought me.
Batista, the Animal, Unleashed.
NXT has let the children run the household for far too long.
This man, he's the last of a dying breed. He is an old school warrior who loves to fight.
You have all witnessed the beginning of an era of devastation.
Oh, wow, what a vicious headbutt.
An era of the wrecking ball.
Oh, what a counter by Dempsey.
The last of the dying breed. Boom! Dempsey.
I'll tell you what, I'm real curious to see the progression of Bull Dempsey here on NXT.
This is a Divas tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Sasha Banks and the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
We are set for tag team action here on NXT. The NXT Women's Champion Charlotte and Sasha Banks have had a lot of issues over the last few weeks, especially pertaining to Summer Rae returning to the NXT.
They've had issues, but I spoke to Charlotte, I spoke to Sasha before tonight's event, and they told me, quote, every boss needs a Flair, and every Flair needs a boss.
Well, that's settled that then, hasn't it?
It's my job.
The team of Becky Lynch and Bayley.
Bayley and Becky Lynch teaming up here to take on Charlotte and Sasha Banks. And guys, here's the names of the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing two-man. Lala, Bruno, Azaria, and Sydney. How cool is that?
I was just dying to know, Tom. Thank you so much.
Well, earlier today, Bayley had a chance to address facing Charlotte and Sasha along with their new tag team partner.
Tonight, I have a huge match. I am facing what's left of the BFFs, Sasha and Charlotte. But lucky for me, I have my own BFF, a Bayley friend forever. Hey, Becky Lynch.
Well, it's always absolutely lovely to see. I can't even get my words out.
Bayley,
yes, Bayley. I'm still trying to figure out which one was who. Bruno?
Well, the green one is Bruno,
okay,
and the blue one is Lala.
Anyway,
don't encourage
it's
him.
always lovely to see Bayley, and now we get to see Becky Lynch. I love Becky Lynch. We've only seen her a few times here, but she's just full of energy. She's from Dublin, you know.
And Becky Lynch debuted last week on NXT and got a pinfall against Summer Rae.
And you know I'm from Blackpool. Well,
That's
Dublin
right.
and Blackpool are the same words. Dublin means Blackpool in Gaelic. Yes.
I learned something today.
Yes.
And it was last week and the weeks preceding to that, guys, we saw how the BFFs were kind of disintegrating at ringside. It was especially in the match with Becky and Summer Rae, how we saw Charlotte and Sasha arguing a little bit at ringside and vice versa in Sasha Banks' match with Alexa Bliss a few weeks before.
What a sad situation these ladies have had to deal with. I mean, such a beautiful combination, a beautiful connection all three of them had, and now to see where it's gone, it's heartbreaking.
Unfortunately, Byron, when you become champion, you end up with a lot of people not liking you anymore. Let's put it politely. And everybody wants to be in your position, and that's what's going to happen. It's a natural progression.
Well, let's not forget Sasha's still there at Charlotte's side.
Oh, Becky Lynch. Hello, Becky Lynch. I like talking like Becky Lynch.
Hey, she's marvelous.
She
Becky
does, yes.
at the top rope.
I don't believe it. It's Becky Lynch. There we go.
Becky told me she calls herself a life enthusiast.
Yes, she is. She's always happy. And, well, could you put a better pairing together than Becky Lynch?
They're kindred spirits, really. It seems like the two
And
of
Bayley,
them have a lot
yes.
in common.
Now, wait a minute,
Oh,
okay?
hang on a minute.
Bayley hasn't met a person she wouldn't want to befriend.
That's very true. Here's the cover from Charlotte. Whoa! Becky Lynch getting loose of the NXT Women's Champion. Whoop!
I'm convinced Bayley would even like you, Mr. Regal.
Becky Lynch starting to take control here. Becky Lynch started touring internationally at the age of 18, actually main evented a lot of,
she was
lot
the
of
first
competitions
actually,
against Natalia.
She was the first foreign person to ever actually tour, the youngest, in Japan at 18, yes. She has a degree in acting. She can do everything, this young lady.
Yeah, but you're also, in this case, Bayley, but you're also in there with the NXT Women's Champion.
NXT champion.
Well,
and believe me, we know the incredible progress that Charlotte has made over the last few months. She's shocked the world, truly. I mean, she truly has shocked the world.
Well, let's not forget, it was a matter of weeks ago in tag team action, 6-diva tag team action, that Bayley pinned the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
I think Bayley should thank Charlotte for the opportunity, because I think Charlotte is really bringing out another level of aggression we haven't seen before from Bayley.
Double suplex there from Bayley and Becky. Looking good to get things started, and Sasha Banks running into both of them.
Bayley and Becky are working fantastically as a team, aren't they?
Say that 3 times.
Bayley and Becky are rolling. Can they put away what's left of the BFFs? This tag team match continues.
Follow me into the jungle. Ain't no God on my streets, in the heart of the jungle. the jungle.
Exclusively on WWE Network. Welcome to the fabulous world of Total Divas. Some flew high.
Oh my gosh. So you want to go for Ryan? I love it.
While others
I do have a dance background.
were brought down low.
If you're a dancer, I'm a freaking astronaut.
What have I done?
This is not okay.
Total Divas. Watch anytime on demand. Exclusively on WWE Network.
Welcome back to NXT Divas Tag Team action right now. Bayley, and Becky Lynch going up against what's left of the BFFs in Charlotte and Sasha Banks.
You say it like it's a bad thing. What's left of the BFFs? You have the cornerstones. Charlotte, the NXT Women's Champion. The boss, Sasha Banks, as far as I'm concerned, they're as strong as they've ever been.
We've seen how Summer Rae returning has really thrown a monkey wrench into what's been happening with Charlotte and Sasha Banks over the last few weeks, created a lot of jealousy and envy between Summer Rae and Charlotte over the NXT Women's title.
That's going to happen in any relationship. Sometimes you're going to have to spend time on the couch, but you recover as they have.
And that's just icing on the cake for Charlotte, isn't it? Because, let's face facts, we talked about it before. Now everybody wants to be Charlotte. They all want to be the NXT Women's Champion. Oh, dear me.
Charlotte and Sasha Banks still showing good teamwork. Here's the cover from Charlotte. Bayley shoulders down and a kick out.
The BFF attitude on display is what it is.
I'm glad to see Sasha Banks and Charlotte being able to put the differences to one side so they can compete together, because sometimes you don't like your partner. I've had lots of partners over the years. You don't always like them, but the most important thing in your life is your tag team partner, because if he loses or she loses, you lose.
Figure four headlock here from Charlotte.
It'd be nice, Regal, if you actually made up your mind about who you like. You're talking about how much you admire Bayley 1 second and Becky Lynch, and now it's Charlotte and Sasha Banks. Pick a side.
Why?
Because it'd be easier to listen to. I'm confused over here.
Byron gets confused easily.
I did not talk to you, Tom.
Is that the best you've got already, Byron? Please.
This isn't a competition.
Charlotte really taking it to Bayley here. William, where do you think Charlotte must be? Oh, hold on, here's the cover. Hook to the leg and a kick out. As we mentioned, it was a few weeks ago that Bayley pinned Charlotte in tag team action. Just a few weeks removed from NXT TakeOver. Where do you think the champion's head is at?
Everybody wants to be the champion until you become the champion. Not only do you have to compete, but all of a sudden you're working 30 hours a day and 500 days a year because everybody wants a piece of you. That takes away a lot of your mind if you're not used to that kind of a mindset. That's what we've got to watch for now in Charlotte, whether she has the capabilities to be able to do all of these things.
I respectfully disagree, because from the moment Charlotte came out of the womb, she's been bred to succeed. She's been bred for championships. This has been her lifestyle. So any pressure situation she faces now, it's nothing new to her.
Sasha Banks taking a cheap shot at Becky Lynch in the corner.
But how can you say that, Byron? This is nothing new to her. She's never been the NXT Women's Champion before. She's only just been competing for the last year.
What I'm saying,
you can be bred for something, but it doesn't mean that you're actually ready for it.
What I'm saying is she's been a champion in everything she's done, every sport she's ever competed in.
But that doesn't mean in the ring. You're argumentative today. You got out the wrong side of bed this morning,
I'm
Flower.
just trying to talk.
Bayley trying to break free. Here's the cover, hook to the leg. Charlotte trying to put it away, and Bayley's still in this match. Bayley's been in there a long time, looking to make a tag, hopefully, to Becky Lynch.
I think this is your answer. You wonder where her mind is. Wonder if she was thrown off. She's dominating.
Charlotte again into the cover, hook to the leg, and a kick out at 2.
Charlotte seems more focused than ever.
And the thing is, Byron, I'm very glad that she's proven me wrong. But we have to watch for these things.
Well, this is a big opportunity now for Sasha Banks, now that Summer Rae is seemingly out of the picture. Sasha, with an opportunity to shine. Now Sasha Banks looking for the win. Here's the cover and a kick out.
Sasha Banks is somebody that we will be watching for years to come. She's something special.
She's been something special ever since she came on the scene. I mean, everyone's kind of looked at Charlotte. Oh, she's a champion. Look at Summer Rae. Look what she's doing. Sasha is not any less successful than the other two ladies here. She's the boss. She's been dominant. She's been aggressive. She's gone after everything she's wanted, and she's taken it.
Another tag made back into the match comes Sasha Banks. Bayley desperately needs to make a tag here. Oh! Collision there, giving Bayley a little bit of breathing room, and Sasha Banks trying to cut off Bayley. Hold on. Oh! There they go, and now Becky Lynch into the match.
Go on, Becky Lynch. Oh! Uppercut.
This kind of moment that can make a career for Becky.
Oh! The fiery Irish diva taking it to Sasha Banks. Oh, and another leg drop. Oh! Becky Lynch into the cover, looking for the victory, and Charlotte breaks things up. Now Bayley, Charlotte, these two have been at each other for months, and oh, there goes Bayley.
Great ring positioning by Charlotte there. She knew exactly what she was doing.
This is a bad position for Becky Lynch.
It certainly is.
Off the tag, back in comes Charlotte, the NXT Women's Champion, taking out the knee.
Here's the target
of Becky Lynch. Whoop, and now bow down to the Queen from the NXT Women's Champion. The cover from Charlotte on Becky Lynch, and the BFFs get the win.
Here are your winners, Sasha Banks and the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
A tremendous win for Charlotte, the NXT Ladies Champion, and Sasha Banks, but an incredible display by Becky Lynch and Bayley.
Meanwhile, Charlotte and Sasha Banks teaming up here tonight. We know there's been a lot of friction amidst what is left of the beautiful, fierce females.
Wait a minute.
Bayley taking a shot at Sasha Banks. Banks was trash-talking Becky Lynch.
That's not right.
Good for Bayley, Byron. What's the matter with you?
The match was over. That's what's
Sasha
wrong.
Banks was taunting a defenseless opponent after a match, and that's okay.
Heaven forbid she says something to the girl. My goodness, doesn't mean you attack her.
Well, Becky Lynch and Bayley sent a message to Charlotte and Sasha Banks. However, what's left of the BFFs pick up the victory here on NXT.
Hi, Justin. Now, can you tell us, what is your mindset heading into tonight's match against Sami Zayn?
See, Zayn reminds me very much of a young Gabriel. He's hungry, motivated, and so talented.
And a loser.
Tyson, relax.
Justin, it's no disrespect, but you're a main roster star. Right. Fact. You also lost to Adrian Neville. Fact.
You know what? There's no shame in losing to the NXT champion. You should know.
I do know, but doesn't it make you angry? Justin, you're headed to purgatory and you don't even know it. You see, it starts, you're on Raw, you're on SmackDown, pay-per-views, NXT. But you know what happens? The phone calls, they become less frequent, and then they stop altogether. You have a way out of this. And your way out is to take that boot of yours and to put it on everybody trying to rise up. Now's your time.
You know, Tyson, you're wrong. And I'm going to prove it to you tonight by beating Sami Zayn. Watch.
What was that about, Charlotte? You're just gonna watch Bayley attack me?
Yeah, about that. I don't think we'll be tagging anymore. I mean, we could still be friends, you know, the type that say hey in the hallway. But I think I want to be on my own.
On your own? On your own? Do you not know everything I've done for you, Charlotte? Everything I've given up for you? What is this about Summer?
No, this has nothing to do with Summer. Summer coming back just made it more clear that I can't trust anyone, including you.
That's really funny, because me and Summer actually got along before you came in the picture.
Who cares? I'm the NXT Women's Champion.
For now, you are.
What's that supposed to mean?
What that means is Summer is going to face Bayley to determine the #1 contendership for your championship. But hey, it's been fun, right? Good luck, boo.
Thanks.
You'll need it.
Yeah, right.
This match is set for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Joliet, Illinois, weighing 220 pounds, CJ Parker.
The dirty, shower-dodging, scruffy, greasy hippie swine. Look at those bloody trunks. There's enough grease on them to make a pan of donuts.
Whoa, wait. Because someone cares about the environment, because they're not afraid to let their voice be heard in the face of possible repercussions?
Well, guys,
go away, hippie.
Guys, we have seen over the last few weeks, dating back to NXT TakeOver and beyond, how CJ Parker continually comes out during other superstars' matches, has these signs saying, "Don't pollute my earth," etc. And then it's just continued to boil over and over until there was jaw-jacking during a match of Xavier Woods not long ago, and CJ Parker obviously has an issue with Xavier Woods.
I've got an issue with CJ Parker, though.
CJ Parker said that he is no longer going to restrict his message to walking through the audience, to being silent. He's going to take an aggressive stance because that's what he needs to do.
So CJ Parker ready to go here against Steve Cutler, making his NXT and WWE Network debut.
He's rather a handsome young man, isn't he? Go out, chin on him.
Byron, what's the inside scoop on Steve Cutler?
Well, Steve Cutler, a former Marine, served our country proud, and now trying to pursue his dream here on NXT.
Meanwhile, CJ Parker trying to serve the environment, calls himself an eco-warrior. Mr. Regal, you've been very outspoken about your disdain for CJ Parker.
I have, but let's not take anything away from CJ Parker's skills. CJ Parker is incredibly credible when we see him in the ring. This is a vicious man.
This is the more mean side of CJ Parker.
He's also a very caring man. I mean, if it weren't for guys like CJ Parker, this state might be underwater in 50 years because of rising oceans, but he's trying to make you aware. He's trying to raise that awareness each and every single day.
Yes, and I know, and there's only 1,000 panda bears left. I've managed for 46 years without seeing one. It's not going to bother me now, is it?
You keep that ignorant attitude.
Care less.
We invite you to use the hashtag WWE NXT to get involved on social media. Still to come tonight, Sami Zayn versus Justin Gabriel in our main event. CJ Parker has just been ruthless over the last few months, and
oh dear. Best place to hide something from him is underneath the soap.
It's just every week, CJ Parker seems to be taking out his frustrations on other people. It seems like misplaced anger.
He's fighting for Mother Earth.
Right.
If you have something you believe in, whoever stands in your way is going to pay for it.
Here's the cover by CJ Parker off the heel kick, and CJ Parker is going to get the W.
Here is your winner, CJ Parker.
There's the one problem. Every time someone like me or someone in the crowd doesn't like CJ Parker is intent on taking it out on his opponents. You can see it in his eyes.
Let's take a look back here. CJ Parker looking to put away Steve Cutler.
Look at the look in his eyes here.
A tremendous kick there from CJ Parker.
I feel like CJ Parker just shaved another sea turtle. I want to go out and buy a bicycle right now. This man is inspirational.
Oh, come on. Showing a lot of disrespect to a former Marine.
Xavier Woods is a semester away from his doctorate degree. He's the most educated man in the WWE. But what has he done since he's left NXT? Been a funkadactyl? Dressed up like Uncle Sam? Danced down the aisleway and pandered to all you people? That's exactly what he's done. If I had the opportunity that Xavier Woods, or should I say Dr. Woods, had, I would win titles, make a name for myself, and the whole time change the world along the way. Xavier Woods, you have what I want. You have what I need. And I am coming for you.
See, I understand C.J. Parker perfectly. I understand. He made valid points for a valid cause, and more importantly, what we've seen from C.J. Parker is that he's willing to say things that you may not want to hear, but you need to hear in order for him to save the world. And I'll tell you what, Xavier Woods doesn't like to recycle either.
Well, we continue here on NXT with William Regal and Byron Saxton. I'm Tom Phillips. Right now, we want to take an in-depth look at the relationship between Tyson Kidd and Natalya that they've had a lot of issues since NXT TakeOver. It's been very interesting to watch. Tyson Kidd recently sat down for an in-depth interview with our own Renee Young at the WWE Performance Center. Tyson Kidd told Renee, no question is off limits.
Tyson, you've requested this time to sit down and set the record straight here between you and I in the NXT universe. And you said no questions are off the record between us.
Yeah.
So let's start things off. Adrian Neville, NXT TakeOver. You do not shake his hand. Why did you not do that?
My mind wasn't there. Before I went out for my match, my wife, she lost. She came in sobbing, and as a husband, I did what a husband does. I hugged her and I consoled her, and I was a step off my game in the match, and that's as simple as that.
Okay. Well, at the NXT TakeOver Fallout, you were on the panel with Paul Heyman and myself, and you blew Natalya off. She had to come in and finish your interview. What happened between the two of you that night?
I wasn't in any mood to do the Fallout show, and Natalya asked me to go out there and at least say something. And when I went out there, I knew I wasn't going to say the right thing, so I just thought it's better I don't say anything and just get out of there. My mind wasn't there, and I didn't even realize that my wife was at the end of the stage. I would never. I've been with her for 13 years. I would never blow my wife off like that. I would never.
Okay. So you get your rematch against Adrian Neville for the NXT Championship. You think you have secured the championship, only to find out that Adrian Neville's foot is in fact on the bottom rope, and Natalya pointed it out as well. What emotions were you feeling during that?
I thought for sure I'd won the NXT Championship right there, and in a way I was glad that I had my wife out there to let me know that Adrian had his foot on the rope, so I could continue the attack and not let it get restarted, if you know what I mean. And when I grabbed that chair, all I saw was red, and I'm so glad and I'm so grateful that my wife was able to place her hand on that chair and snap me out of whatever it was I was going through. Almost an out-of-body experience, to be honest.
Well, it seems like Natalya really has your best interests at heart here. I mean, trying to help you out during that match, moving forward and setting up a match with you to join Sami Zayn for the Tag Team Championships. How do you feel about her intervening and you actually walking out on that match with Sami Zayn?
That was nothing personal with Sami. My wife secured the match, and she was the one who got us the tag team title opportunity, and my head and my heart I did it for my wife, but my head and my heart, they just weren't into that match, and she had great intentions. I just couldn't win the titles that way.
Well, what do you think of everything that we've seen on social media, on Twitter, on these forums, of people not exactly painting you in the best light, saying that you're coming across as a bit of a baby?
I'd say that those people may be single, or they may not understand what it's like to have a wife that you love more than you love yourself, and that I've been with her, like I said, for 13 years, and she's my entire world. And so if they want to think that that's me being a baby, then let them think whatever they want.
So then you're okay with them chanting Natty's husband?
Well, that's just them trying to do my thing. I like to drop facts, and Natalya and I are married. It's a fact, and by that, I am Natalya's husband. Fact.
Would you ever feel like you are living in the shadow of your wife? Is that something that bothers you as a man?
If I were, it would bother me, but I'm not living my wife's shadow. very much equals, and there's no one more that I love on this earth, so no, and the answer is no.
Tyson, there's a lot of people saying that you and Natalya are having marital problems. Is that something you want to discuss with me on the show?
Well, tough times right now for Tyson and Natalya. Earlier tonight, Kidd tried to get in the mind of Justin Gabriel. Will it help or hinder the high flyer as Gabriel takes on the hungry Sami Zayn? Our main event is next on NXT. And we learned earlier tonight, just announced, next week we will have a #1 contenders match for the NXT Women's Championship as Summer Rae faces Bayley. That'll be an interesting match. Gonna be a good one. That's next week on NXT. It's now time for our main event.
This match is set for one fall. Introducing first from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 196 pounds, Sami Zayn.
I was just recently doing some promotional work in Dubai, and myself and Sami Zayn went. Sami Zayn was, I can't tell you the way he was loved in the Arab Emirates. The people in Dubai just opened their arms to Sami Zayn. It was an incredible sight. This man is going to be a star for years to come.
Sami seems to strike a chord with people wherever he goes.
He does, yes.
He's that everlasting underdog, overcoming the odds, and he does it in a classy way. I give him credit.
And on top of all that charisma and just likableness, he's an incredible competitor. What more do you need?
His opponent, accompanied by Tyson Kidd from Cape Town, South Africa, weighing 213 pounds, Justin Gabriel.
Guys, this could be a really interesting situation. The former WWE Tag Team Champion Justin Gabriel accompanied to the ring tonight by Tyson Kidd.
You know, these two men have been down similar paths. Both former tag team champions in the WWE. They've both had really tremendous careers, but they've also had downward spirals.
Well, let me just say something, Byron, and you know this as well. Unfortunately, before Tyson Kidd got injured, there was a time when Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd were put together as a tag team in the WWE. Unfortunately, they didn't get much of a chance, but for a few months they got to travel together, they got to know each other. So it'll be interesting to see what's been going on between them today.
So we're ready for our main event here tonight on NXT. Both these superstars looking for a big win. Sami Zayn a few weeks ago was in a tag team match with Tyson Kidd and was left at ringside by Tyson Kidd to be dealt with by the Ascension.
Look, Tyson Kidd, I'm sure he had his legitimate reasons for doing so. I think Sami Zayn maybe jumped to conclusions a little bit, getting angry, getting all flustered. Look, Tyson Kidd's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders right now.
You don't talk a load of old nonsense sometimes, Byron. Listen, I've pulled every dirty trick in the book. I know exactly what Tyson Kidd did. He just left his partner. I've done it 1,000 times.
Here's the cover from Sami Zayn and a kick out. What Tyson Kidd said in that interview is that Natalya was the one who made the match, but however, Tyson Kidd told us that his heart wasn't really in it. He was just doing it because his wife asked him to. And we also saw in that interview how much Tyson Kidd talked about that he loves his wife so much, and because of some of her losses, he believes he's been off his game. But here's the interesting moment, guys. When Renee Young asked Tyson Kidd if they were having marital problems, Natalya and Tyson walked off. He wouldn't answer the question.
Because everyone's trying to stir the pot. This whole business about, oh, well, you're Natty's husband. Oh, you can't win the big one. I mean, don't you think anybody would be affected by that?
Byron, if he isn't having problems, why didn't Tyson answer the question?
It's nobody's business.
I've been having problems with my 17 wives for 30 years.
That's a personal
That's why I've been
issue.
divorced that many times.
Meanwhile, in our main event, Justin Gabriel looking for a win as well. 4 weeks ago was in competition against the NXT champion. Here's the cover and a kick out.
There seems to be a pattern. Week after week here, we keep seeing such great competitors that face each other, and they're like mirror images of each other. When you see Tyson Kidd against Adrian Neville, or Sami Zayn against Justin Gabriel, they all have a similar style. They all, do different styles from around the world. They've all traveled around the world. It makes it very hard to compete with somebody on your level. And there's so many tricks in the book.
It was after the match with Adrian Neville 4 weeks ago, and at WWE.com exclusive, Justin said, "I have no excuses. I watched every single Adrian Neville match on the WWE Network. I thought I had him scouted. Adrian's a good kid. He owned up to his loss."
There's nothing, sometimes you just have to be a man and own up to your mistakes, because you'll learn from it then. If you don't admit you've got one, you'll never get any better.
Well, and that's an interesting point, because earlier Tyson Kidd told him there was shame in losing to the NXT champion like Tyson Kidd did at NXT TakeOver. Justin Gabriel said there's absolutely no shame in losing to the NXT champion.
Shame or no shame, ultimately you want to win. You want to win, and regardless if you want to admit it or not, it's going to irk you a little bit. William Regal, I know
it's
you
a very good point.
This.
No, it's a very good point, Byron. Very good.
Sami Zayn trying to pick up the pace here against Justin Gabriel, and there goes Gabriel. Sami Zayn, this is where he likes it, high pace.
So you see, when you know each other so well, you can counter each other's moves. We saw that Justin Gabriel was trying for a move there, but Sami Zayn just countered it. It's very difficult facing somebody and they all know about each other. All these young fellows, they've all traveled the world. They all hear about each other. They all watch each other on their matches on DVD, and they pick up the different tricks. And when you out-scouted an opponent, it makes it hard to compete against somebody.
I talked about the pressure that Tyson Kidd's got to feel, but what about Justin Gabriel and Sami Zayn? These are two guys who are literally standing outside the door of the NXT Championship picture, and obviously, you get a win here, that starts you inch you closer, gets you in the door for the championship conversation.
You're right, Byron. You're making a lot of good points at the moment.
Well, Sami Zayn's been hovering around the NXT Championship picture for months, trying to break through. Justin Gabriel, what a clothesline.
And Justin Gabriel saying, don't forget about me. I'm just as capable as Sami Zayn.
Listen, Justin Gabriel, I used to wrestle this. I come across like a right old man here, but I used to wrestle his father in South Africa 25 years ago. He knows every trick in the book. He's grown up in a wrestling family and around some incredible
Here's
talent.
the cover, shoulders down, and a kick out.
He was trained by a great friend of mine, Darnie Britz, who was a South African champion.
Gabriel looking sharp tonight. Will Sami battle back in our main event? This match rolls on.
They are global entertainers, professionally trained athletes, WWE superstars. But they are not invincible. They take real risks and endure unimaginable pain. Broken bones, torn muscles, dislocations, separations. Be smart, be safe. Don't try this at home.
Welcome back to our main event here on NXT. Justin Gabriel taking it to Sami Zayn. Both superstars need a win tonight.
That's what I like to see. Now you're seeing the desire. Who wants it more? Who wants to take down their opponent more? Ooh! Right now it's Gabriel.
Gabriel looking for the win here over Sami Zayn, and a kick out.
That shows you the resiliency of Sami Zayn. I mean, that kick was right on the button, right on the point of the chin that would knock somebody's spark out.
And Tyson Kidd in the corner of Justin Gabriel. We saw earlier tonight the interview with Tyson Kidd, very revealing about the relationship between Tyson Kidd and Natalya. But the question is whether or not Tyson Kidd has gotten into the mind of Justin Gabriel.
I think if anything else, because of their similar past, Tyson Kidd can inspire Justin Gabriel.
We've just seen Justin Gabriel do a beautiful double arm suplex, float over into a double arm. This young man is an incredible grappler. Yes, we always talk about his high-flying ability, but look what he can do when it comes to his ground game and his mat game.
Trying to slow down the pace of this match, not exactly where Sami Zayn feels the most comfortable. Tyson Kidd.
No, I have to disagree with you there. No, Sami Zayn's comfortable in every situation.
Tyson Kidd looking on from the corner. Byron, what do you think? You think Tyson Kidd could influence Justin Gabriel?
Look, take nothing away from Tyson Kidd. The guy was trained in the Hard Dungeon. He's been competing since he was a teenager. Of course he's got knowledge to impart on Justin
Gabriel. Considering his current state of mind, is it a positive or a negative?
There's still plenty of knowledge. No matter how much frustration is there, plenty of knowledge that could be spread.
Sami Zayn breaking things up for the moment.
This is where Sami Zayn has to take Sometimes you get an opening. Sami Zayn had an opening then, and he wasn't able to capitalize.
Gabriel into the cover again on Zayn and a kick out.
What about the tempo of Justin Gabriel? I mean, I sense a difference here tonight. There's just almost a different aura of confidence we're seeing from Gabriel.
Far more deliberate, would you say, Byron?
Of course.
Yes, and that's a good thing for Justin Gabriel.
So you question the influence of Tyson Kidd? I think we're seeing it.
That's one thing about Justin Gabriel. He always needed that somewhat of a vicious streak.
Sami Zayn in trouble. Here's the cover, and Gabriel can't put him away.
Justin Gabriel can't allow himself to get frustrated here, though, because Sami Zayn knows, as we said, well, as I said, every trick in the book.
And if you know Sami Zayn, you know he's got that fifth gear, that sixth gear. It's like the motor never turns off with Sami Zayn.
He seems to thrive when somebody's striking him in the face. This is one of those things he does. He just seems to get that second wind, that energy from it. I usually just cower in the corner.
Well, luckily you're not in there.
It's a good job I'm not.
Well, Justin Gabriel, Tyson Kidd, a lot in common. Tyson Kidd tried to use NXT TakeOver, an opportunity to launch his career a second time. Justin Gabriel with a similar mindset tonight.
Look, Gabriel's told me multiple times, the only moment he cares about is now.
Sami taking down Justin Gabriel. Ooh. Sami drop kick.
This is where Sami Zayn is extremely dangerous.
Sami blue thunderbomb. Here's the cover, shoulders down. Justin Gabriel powered free.
And that was an incredible kick out by Justin Gabriel there. We saw the full double leg Nelson applied by Sami Zayn. Justin Gabriel used that twist of the hip to get out.
Now we're going to see Sami Zayn's resolve. See if there's any frustration we see from Sami Zayn.
Zayn, first superstar, back to his feet here in our main event on NXT. Justin Gabriel, however, the savvy veteran. Whoa. Gabriel in trouble here. Exploder suplex into the turnbuckle. Zayn with an opening. Shoulders down on Gabriel. Hook to the leg. Gabriel got the shoulder up.
That's that years of experience that you've seen from Justin Gabriel there. Just the way he knew that his one side was completely pinned, and he threw his other hip, and it allowed him to be able to get out of that pinning position.
Let's take one more look at that exploder suplex into the corner. Sami Zayn taking control of Justin Gabriel in this match.
But Justin Gabriel is still in the fight. That's the key here. Justin Gabriel still hanging around.
Sami looking for the haluva kick in the corner. Gabriel dodged it. Out of the corner, thrust kick off the second turnbuckle. Here's the cover, and Sami kicked out.
Square on the sternum, that thrust kick. Be interesting to see if Sami Zayn's got any breath left in him, because I mean that will knock you, or wind you, as we say, knock the breath right out of you.
Both Sami Zayn and Justin Gabriel need a win bad tonight. There is no other option for these superstars.
Gasping for air there.
Sami Zayn trying to stay alive. This is the toughest part of his game. You just can't put away Sami Zayn. Right under the head and spine of Sami Zayn. The cover from Justin Gabriel. How did he kick out?
But yeah, look at what you're seeing here. Justin Gabriel's pulling out all the stops, doing things you haven't even seen before because he wants this win so badly.
I'll answer your question, Tom. I know how he kicks out because he's Sami Zayn, and that's what Sami Zayn does. He keeps fighting. He's got fighting spirit, and he won't allow anything to beat him.
We got to take another look at this. The neck and head of Sami Zayn coming down on the knee of Justin Gabriel. Amazing that Sami Zayn's still in it.
I'll be shocked if Sami Zayn can even stand up after that.
Gabriel looking for his opportunity. Up to the top. Moonsault. Now the cover on Sami Zayn. Zayn kicked out again. Whoa. What the? Zayn just popping out of the cover, and now Justin Gabriel becoming unraveled.
So emotional here because I'm seeing such a great chess game going on. We talked about pins before and how people were kicking out. Did you see the way Sami Zayn pushed that arm, the shoulder off allowed him getting beat there? Great strategy.
You get pushed up against the wall. You throw all caution to the wind.
Side slam by Justin Gabriel, known for that 450 splash. That might be the answer here against Sami Zayn.
Hurry up!
Sami Zayn needs to move. He needs to move now.
Oh, and Sami Zayn breaking things up. Vulnerable position for Justin Gabriel here in our main event.
Shoot, Zayn can barely stand up.
Even with all my years of experience sat here now, it's hard to see who's got the upper hand. Sometimes a good right to the chin does wonders, right?
Sami Zayn looking to go up top here. Justin Gabriel in trouble. Both superstars have taken a tremendous amount of damage. Sami Zayn.
This isn't going to be good, whatever happens.
Gabriel trying to stay alive against Sami Zayn.
It's a battle of the will right now, gentlemen.
Gabriel taking a look at Tyson Kidd, knows what to do here off the top rope. Sami face first into the Koji clutch.
He's got that Koji clutch and he's applied perfect.
Yes! Justin Gabriel tapped out.
Here is your winner as a result of a submission, Sami Zayn.
A beautiful win there for Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn showed us why he's Sami Zayn, why he's the person that everybody looks at. The standard of Sami Zayn's, just his in-ring ability is superior.
No question, we saw a different Justin Gabriel. He pushed Sami Zayn to the limit, but Sami was just a little bit better tonight.
Sami Zayn looking great here to start off this match against Justin Gabriel. Got to take a look back at our main event here on NXT. Sami Zayn looking for the blue thunder bomb. Thought he had it right here.
Yeah, but it wasn't enough. Justin Gabriel showed that he could stand the test of time in this matchup.
It was Justin Gabriel managed to battle back time and time again. Nearly put the lights out on Sami Zayn right there.
It was all competitive spirit. Competitive spirit was the name of the game in this matchup. You see Justin Gabriel living and dying by the high-risk maneuvers, but it was counter for counter.
And Sami Zayn floats straight over into that Koji clutch, applies it beautifully. There was no way that Justin Gabriel could have not tapped out there.
Well, congratulations, Sami. You needed this win.
A huge confidence booster for Sami Zayn.
And more grief for Tyson Kidd.
Whoa! Tyson Kidd blasting Sami Zayn.
Well, I have to say that Sami Zayn only has himself to blame. He should have got out of the ring then.
All of Tyson Kidd's frustrations just boiling out, taking it all out on Sami Zayn. Oh, and now Justin Gabriel teeing off on Sami Zayn.
You know what? Unfortunately, this is par for the course. You got two frustrated individuals right now in that ring, and the source of their frustration is Sami Zayn.
Wait a minute! The NXT champion, Adrian Neville.
This wasn't your business.
Adrian Neville coming down to even the odds here. Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd trying to attack Sami Zayn after the fact.
Well, Sami Zayn better thank Adrian Neville, or things could have gotten a whole lot worse.
Nonetheless, our main event tonight on NXT, Sami Zayn picking up a huge victory over Justin Gabriel.